Are you heading towards a divorce? If you're tired of being shut up with a bad marriage, if you want a new life where you're allowed to be happy, free of criticism and a lack of appreciation, you should be. Are you looking for an attorney to help you get through the divorce? If so, there are 5 things you need to do to prepare you for your first meeting with your attorney. Number one, have an idea about where you want to end up after the divorce is over. Think about what kind of relief you are searching for. Do you need financial support, like alimony? Do you want to keep the house? Sell it? Which car do you want to have? What custody schedule makes the most sense for you, your children, and your spouse? Being able to communicate these things to your attorney helps, and it's the only way to get your attorney to understand and plan for how to achieve your goals. This is goal setting, and your post-divorce wish list should be your guiding light. Spend some time deciding what is important to you. What are your must-haves? And what can you do without? Number 2, prepare a summary of your relationship with your spouse. So much about where you're going depends on where you've been. The history of your relationship is important at every step of the divorce process. Things like what you've contributed to the marriage and the family are what's important, because what you have done and what you've contributed will validate what you are demanding in your post-divorce life. Be prepared to describe what your lifestyle has been through the marriage, the earning and income histories of both you and your spouse. These things are very important. The whys of why you're getting divorced matter, but not as much as those things. A factual history is what the entire divorce process is predicated on. It will define what goals are reasonable and what your expectations should be. Only by sharing your history with your attorney can you start to plan your strategy and achieve the happiest post-divorce life. Number 3, know what the household incomes, assets, and liabilities are. Being able to articulate you and your spouse's employment and incomes, if any, as well as what marital and premarital assets and liabilities that exist now or exist in the past, those things are important because it allows you and your attorney to set expectations about how the marital property will be divided, what, if any, support obligations there may be, and what assets are yours or theirs entirely. Remind yourself about where the money came from to buy your first house, what assets you had when you entered the marriage, and where those assets are now. What did you have coming into the marriage? Know the value of your bank and investment. Know how much money you and your spouse have in retirement. Know what retirement assets you came into the marriage with. This information will help determine which of your goals are reasonable and achievable, and what your life is realistically going to look like post-divorce. Number 4, be honest. Your lawyer's job is to defend you. Your spouse probably knows every one of your vulnerabilities and every mistake you made throughout your entire relationship. You can be sure they will bring it up if you end up in trial. By being aware of your mistakes and vulnerabilities, you and your attorney can plan how to defend against them. Things like adultery and domestic violence are commonplace in the divorce arena. While these things may be embarrassing for you to talk about, letting your attorney know everything is the only way to plan and prepare for goal setting, mediation, and if necessary, forced trial. Whatever you tell your attorney is protected by an attorney-client privilege. The attorney-client privilege takes effect immediately. It's even in place in consultations before you formally retain your attorney. Number 5, bring questions. Collect your questions and write them down. Anytime a question pops into your head, down. Ask whatever questions you may have about what's going on, about how you should communicate with your spouse. Ask about what to say to your children about what's going on. Ask about what to do or not to do with certain assets or liabilities. On social media, so on and so forth. If you have documents you want your attorney's feedback on, such as text messages or emails between you and your spouse, a journal or calendar you maintain, bring those documents to your first meeting and ask about them. Or, if your spouse has already filed for divorce against you, probably have a complaint and other documents from your spouse. Bring those documents to the meeting and talk about what they say and how to respond. This is your first opportunity to have some questions answered by a professional in this area, so take advantage. I'm Travis Heiss, and I work at Paré Associates here in Silver Spring. The only thing I do as a lawyer is family law. I do my best to get the best settlement for my clients through negotiation and mediation, and if I have to, go through trial to get what they want. I partner with my clients. I do everything I can to help you achieve your goals. I hope this was helpful as you begin to navigate this process. I look forward to working with you soon.